Why are you doing this?
Lorelei Wilkinson.
We had to.
Shut up.
Well, she didn't shoot it. Well, how'd she take
okay?
it? What do you think? She's up to her eyeballs in smack.
It's got to be Maxwell Reed. You have something to add?
Well, it's only hearsay, of course, but I overheard the women saying that Marsh was back on heroin and being supplied by Mr. Jackson. That's why I took particular care in searching his bag.
I have no other choice but to place you on suspension immediately. Pending a full investigation, you will wait in the staff room until the police have a full statement.
Let's get the bloody hell out of here. Listen, we're not going anywhere. Those bitches are going to be sorry they ever laid a hand on me.
Tell Willis the job's done and I want out of here tomorrow. It's done. If you don't believe me, check. All right, I'll ring first thing tomorrow for the details.
You okay?
Yes. Damn.
I'll give you a hand.
Thanks. Very kind of you.
I didn't mean it. Honest, I didn't. It's okay, Mel. Just get us untied, will ya? Cat, I've been real bad. I've been real bad this time. I've hit him real hard. And they're not moving or nothing. And I think I might have killed him.
Oh, Mel, what are you talking about?
Them blokes. The ones in the equipment. Kate, I had to. Honestly, I had to because I had Red and Alice all tied up. And they were I hit them because they were
my God, what with?
I don't know. I just picked up something and it was heavy. And Kate, I'm scared. They're going to send
Mel,
me away
stop
this
that.
time.
Where are Rita and Alice now?
I untied them and they're still with the blokes, I think. But they said to me, go away.
It's all right. It's all right. They'll cover for you. There's nothing to worry about now.
But then they'll get into trouble. I've got to tell them.
You have to stay here and try to calm down, okay? Because soon, very soon, we're going away on our holiday. So you've got to stay here and try to calm down, and we won't breathe a word about this to anyone, all right?
Well, what about Rita and Alice?
All right, ladies, everyone out in the corridor. This is a cell search.
I told you. They're looking for me. They're going to send me away. I have to tell Mrs. Reynolds.
Come on, everyone out. Hurry up, Jones. Hurry her up, Maxwell.
Yeah, we're just coming, Mr.
What is it? So she quit my room. Oh, I've got to warn Rita.
No, you stay where you are.
They finished themselves and they're heading this way.
Well, that's all we need. How are we going to explain this lot?
We're not going to be able to get them out of here. Too many screws around.
Oh.
Shut your face.
We get sprung with this pair of creeps and bango all the new reforms.
Yeah.
Unless
what?
somehow we got to convince them that these two were trying to rape us.
Well, how do we do that without lagging? They deserve it, don't they?
But how do we explain we've had them here so long without yelling for help? Well, how they got in here in the first place.
Jeez, yeah. We can't dob Harry in or Spider either, I suppose.
If only we knew they hadn't been missed. We just got to take a punt.
God, they're coming.
Help! Help!
mad?
Just pretend like you're tying them up and yell. Help! Somebody help! Colin, Jenkins, what's going on in here?
Oh, God. This man is badly hurt. Green, go and get Sister Hall. You, go and get the governor. Quickly. And Jenkins and Connors up against the wall. Now, I want to know why these two men are here and what has been happening. Connors? Jenkins?
Don't say anything. It's between us and them.
I don't think silence is going to help you this time.
I was looking for you.
Thanks for getting here so soon.
The heroin, it was definitely in your bag.
Yes, a plant, of course. Sorry about this whole rotten mess, Mum.
No need to be sorry, unless, of course, you're not telling me the truth.
Oh, well, you don't think I... Come on.
I have just heard that Marsh's blood test was positive. It is heroin. Now, everyone knows you're interested in her case.
Sure, I'm interested in her case, but it doesn't mean I'd supply her with the muck after she's been clean for all these months. Mum, I'm disappointed in you.
I am not accusing you. I am just covering it from all angles, like the police will.
Anyway, I know Margaret wouldn't have gone back on the stuff of her own free will. Wherever it came from. She's been set up, same as me.
Perhaps.
It all ties in with me trying to clear her name.
You said you were going to leave that alone.
And I did, but who else knows that? Look, outside my flat today, a girl had an accident. She dropped all the shopping. Now, I put my bag down and helped her. I reckon she could have planted the stuff in my bag then. It's obvious they're still trying to stop me get at the truth. First there was that dusting up I got outside the pub, then Lisa's heavied, and now this.
It all makes sense, but I'm not sure the police will be convinced. Listen, whatever happens, you know I'm right behind you.
Yes, I do. Thanks.
Well, we'll just have to hope that this search turns up more of the drugs somewhere in here. At least it'll back up your story a little.
I just wish they'd all go away. I'm scared about them blokes. I want to go and see
No,
them.
you stay here. I'll take care of that. Now, promise me?
Carol, I just want to...
All right, ladies, you can relax. Your cell seems to be clean.
Of course.
Off you go, Jones. I want to speak to Maxwell for a minute. I have to thank you, Maxwell.
Oh?
The information you gave me was very accurate indeed.
I'm glad you were able to act on it in
You
time.
probably know that Marsh has been taken to the infirmary with an overdose.
Yes, I had heard that.
What you probably don't know is that Officer Jackson was apprehended by me, smuggling a substantial quantity of the drug into the prison. Naturally, he's been suspended from duty.
I'm sure they'll all be very impressed.
Especially the minister. When he gets my report, of course.
Of course.
Then he'll realise that nepotism in the service is a trap that even our esteemed governor fell into. I'd just like to say that
I'm
you're...
very pleased for you, Mr. Adams, but really I have to go. A call of nature.
This man's condition is serious now. I want an explanation of what happened here, and I want it now. Please, don't you realize you could both be facing a murder charge? Mrs. Pringle seems to think you could both have been acting in self-defense. Is that true? Please, ladies, if that is the case, you can make a formal complaint. All right, what about you? How did you get here?
I'm not saying nothing.
I see. Well, you're on a charge for being off limits for a start.
His pulse is no better. I don't know what's keeping the ambulance.
Oh, Miss Jenkins, I'm giving you one last chance. Please tell me what happened here.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Reynolds. You're wasting your time.
I hope you realize this will mean the end of the reforms.
I never meant to do it, Mrs. Reynolds. I hit both of them. I had to make it stop. And now he's going to die and I killed him. And I never meant that. I never meant that. I just wanted him to stop. What'll happen if he dies? They'll send me that bad place, won't they?
Wilson is not going to die, Merle. I've spoken to the hospital and he's already regained consciousness.
That's good. He'll just have a bad headache like I get sometimes.
Now, I want you to think very hard and tell me exactly what happened.
No, I better not.
Come on now. You've already told me you hit the men because you had to stop them. I must know exactly what they were doing so we can see it never happens again.
They were doing dirty things. They were doing real bad things.
Were Rita and Alice fighting them off?
No, they couldn't. They was tied up, so I clobbered them.
I see. All right, Merle, you can wait outside with the others.
Come on, Jones.
You mean I'm not going to get punished or nothing?
I know you were trying to help Alice and Rita. I'm not going to punish you for that. But, Merle, you must watch that temper of yours. It's dangerous. If you ever find yourself in a situation like that again, you call an officer. You do not try to handle it alone. All right?
Yeah, I promise, Mrs. Reynolds. Ta.
Well, here's hoping there won't be a next time.
Amen. With her history of being sexually assaulted, it's a wonder she didn't kill them.
I'd just like to know how the men got there.
There was no key found on either of them. Perhaps one of their guards was bribed into letting them through.
Sounds a bit too much like the night Lorelei was raped to me.
Exactly. We have got to get rid of those Blackmore men and their guards. They're threatening everything we've worked for.
We'll try and convince the minister.
Oh, I will, don't worry. Well, at least we can clear the women. Come in.
We've finished the search, Mrs. Reynolds. No drugs were found. Everything's clean.
All right, Mr. Adams, you can take the women back to the dorms now.
He's always so pleased with himself. What's Marty ever done to him?
Meg, I'm sorry. I know you were hoping we'd